Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. If you watched me for a while, then you will know that I have absolutely no problems decluttering fragrances. Either I love something or I don't. If I love it, I keep it. If I don't, I declutter it. Very simple. And yet, sometimes there are those types of scents where it's very hard to make a decision. Part of me wants to keep them and part of me wants to declutter them. And I cannot decide which way to go. This is what this video is about. It's about fragrances that I'm not sure if I want to keep or I want to declutter. Maybe you can help me in making some of these decisions. Now, I want to mention that this is not my video concept. I actually watched a video that Sasha Sands did a little while ago, titled Keep or Declutter, I think, or something similar to that. But, the idea was the same. And I watched that video and I thought, wow, this really makes sense. I really do have some fragrances where it's very hard to make a decision. So I decided to make this video. Okay, so let's start with a couple of new additions to my collection that I cannot decide what to do with. First one, I think will come as no surprise. It is Almaz by Kajal. I did a full review on this fragrance and you could see if you watched it. If you haven't, it's going to be linked somewhere here, that I was kind of disappointed. And I was disappointed because the scent is stunning. Let me say it again. Maybe I didn't make it clear in that video. It's a stunning scent, totally on par with the other fragrances from this house. It is juicy. It is delicious. It is mouth-watering. It is feminine. I think the scent is very feminine. I don't know if it is positioned as unisex, but to me, it's completely feminine. It's very fruity. It's very sweet. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. Beautiful scent profile. Would be so gorgeous for the summer. But this does not last. This does not project. The performance is horrendous. So I don't know what to do with it. Typically, if I get a fragrance like this, I would have decluttered it immediately. That's what I always do. But I can't part with this one. I mean, first of all, the stunning bottle. Yes. I love the House of Kajal and it looks so beautiful with Lamar and Dahab. And I love the scent profile. I'm kind of hoping that maybe if I let it stand and mature for a bit, the performance will get better. Maybe, hopefully, but I really don't know. So I don't know. I'm kind of holding on to it for now, but I really don't know if I should, because even though I love the scent, I haven't been wearing it because I know that I'm going to be so disappointed by the performance. So I just don't know what to do. I don't know. For now, I'm keeping it, but we will see. Another newer fragrance in my collection also shouldn't come as a surprise because I was underwhelmed with it when I hold it. It's Si Fiori by Armani. Yes, it's sweet, fluffy, blackcurrant. Very complimentary fragrance. I've included in my most complimented fragrances video for a reason, because people love it. People compliment me on it. When I first got it and I was testing it, I wore it a few times and I got compliments every single time. And yet I don't get it. I don't get this scent. It's very run-of-the-mill to me. And it doesn't perform great either. It's not horrendous, but it's not great either. Now, I know that this is a discontinued scent and it's getting harder and harder to find, and that's why I'm keeping it. But is that a good enough reason to keep it? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm leaning heavily towards decluttering it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you love this one. What do you think I should do? I don't know. I have it for now, but like I said, I would not be surprised if this appears in my next declutter. I really wouldn't. Another fragrance that I'm unsure about if I should keep it or not is from Fragrance du Bois. And this is New York 5th Avenue. This is kind of a powdery rose with some oud. I mean, I don't think oud is actually listed in here, but I do get oud. So to me, it's rose and oud that also has some violet that is kind of powdery. It's a lovely scent. Like, I open it and I smell it and I really like it. Now, ask me how many times I've worn it in the last year, because I've had it, I think I've had it for about a year. Now, ask me how many times. I will tell you honestly, once. I wore it once. And although I like opening and smelling it from here, I don't know that I want to wear it. I don't know. It's strange. I mean, it's a gorgeous bottle. It's a really, really beautiful scent. It really is. But for some reason, I'm not wearing it. And I don't want to part with it because it's Fragrance du Bois and it's beautiful. And I want to have it. But at the same time, do I want to keep it if I'm not wearing it? I don't know. Yeah, this one I'm puzzled by as well. I don't think I'm quite ready to let it go, but I don't know. I just can't, I'm going to say the same thing with all of these. These are the fragrances that I really cannot decide if I should declutter or if I should keep. Because, another reason for keeping fragrances is my tastes change. They constantly change and evolve. So it's quite possible, I'm not reaching for it now, but in the next 6 months or a year or maybe 2 years, I will be loving and wearing this all the time. It's quite possible. But, I tend to be quite impulsive with my declutters. If I don't love something now, I let it go and I try not to think about, well, if my tastes change in a year or two, I don't know. For some reason, that's what I'm thinking with this one. But yeah, I'm really not giving it as much love as I should. Next one, I think is going to really shock you. I used to rave about this fragrance. I used to wear it so much. This used to be one of my favorite vanillas. This is Cinema from YSL. Yes, for long-time viewers, this will come as a huge shock because I used to be absolutely crazy about this fragrance. I even had a backup at one point, which I've sold. Now, I still think it's a beautiful scent. It's a beautiful vanilla. Like, to me, it kind of smells like sweet floral tea, like warm cup of tea with a lot of sugar, maybe a little bit of citruses and some florals. That's how it smells to me. It's very elegant. It's very sophisticated. It's very feminine. It's a gorgeous vanilla, but I don't know. I have so many vanillas that I reach for these days that this one kind of got left behind. And I want to believe that I'm going to go back to this. But this winter, and this scent really typically for me is kind of fall and winter type of scent. I have not worn it once. I have not worn it once. I'm ashamed to admit, but it's the truth. I have not. And so I'm thinking, if I haven't worn it all fall and winter, why am I keeping it? I don't know. Again, I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready to declutter it, but I don't know. Maybe in the future I will. If I continue not to reach for it, I don't know. Although this one is kind of a little bit sentimental to me because it was one of the first vanillas that I really, really fell in love with. So again, we will see. Next one on the list is Chanel Gabrielle. Now, this is, citrusy, floral, musky scent to me. Again, very feminine, elegant, very Chanel-like. And, I purchased this one not long before I got really, really interested into, I think, more niche fragrances, or I really, really started to explore fragrances. And you can see that in all that time, I haven't worn much of this, and I really don't reach for it. For some reason, I have this strange strange idea in my head that's totally illogical. But I kind of feel like, oh, I can't declutter Chanel. You just can't declutter Chanel. Chanel is something that every woman needs to keep. I mean, absolutely ridiculous, but that's how I feel. And that's why I've kind of kept it. But again, it's a stupid reason to keep it. So I don't know if I will. I think this is a serious candidate to get decluttered just because I'm not reaching for it, nor do I have any desire to reach for it. I don't know. This fragrance is just not interesting to me at the moment. Like it's nice, it's pleasant, but I don't know. I just don't see anything interesting in it, and that's why I'm not reaching for it. So this, I think, is a definite candidate to get decluttered. If only I could get over this crazy thought in my mind that you just can't declutter Chanel. Next one is from one of my favorite houses. This is the house of Juilet Mad, and the fragrance is Nenshar. Now, this was not a blind buy. I actually sampled this fragrance first and I loved it, and I purchased a full bottle. And when I smell it from the bottle, I love it, but I'm not sure if I love it as much on my skin. I would classify this fragrance as a very fresh, floral, slightly oody scent. I think there is oud in here. There are a lot of florals. It smells like there are some citruses in here as well, because it does feel very fresh. It also, as it sits on the skin, it gets more powdery as well. So in theory, I really, really like the scent a lot. In reality, I don't reach for it. This is probably my least favorite from Juilet Mad. So yeah, I think one of the problems I kind of cannot figure out when to wear this scent. Like, partially I'm thinking because it has really fresh quality to it, maybe I should wear it in a kind of spring summer. But on the other side, it has oud in it and it gets quite a bit powdery and it dried out. So I'm thinking more like kind of fall winter weather. And yet I feel like it doesn't suit either season perfectly. I don't know, it's kind of strange, but my biggest problem is I can't figure out when to wear it, and for that reason I don't reach for it. So it's just standing here. So again, I'm kind of I hate decluttering a fragrance from this house because I love it so much, but I think this is a definite candidate to leave my collection. Next one is Erba Gold from Xerjoff. So I have this little beautiful 15 ml bottle. Why? Well, this one is very simple because it is very similar to Erba Pura. Erba Gold is almost identical. The only difference to me is I feel like there's just a touch more mango in this one compared to Erba Pura, but overall they're very similar. Why do I need to have both? I really don't. The only thing that stops me is this is a great one to take with you if you're traveling, you know, and we're all starting to travel and go places a little bit more. I'm not going to carry with me the big Erba Pura bottle, obviously, but this one is so easy to take with me somewhere. So that's kind of why I'm holding on to it. And, you know, again, Xerjoff is another house that I absolutely love. So it's not the easiest for me to declutter. So I think for now, I'm going to hold on to it and see if I go somewhere, if I actually end up taking it with me and enjoying it. Well, I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it because I love Erba Pura. This one, like I said, smells almost the same, but if I end up taking it with me and if I still think it's convenient to take with you on travels, because I never take full bottles, never. So perhaps this is staying for now, but really it's kind of I don't need it, to be honest, like I said, because it smells like Erba Pura and I have a full bottle of that. Next one is Gucci II from Gucci. Now this is a discontinued scent that many people went crazy over a few years back. I managed to score this 30 ml bottle just because everyone was going crazy about it, and I knew that it was a discontinued scent and quite difficult to find. Now, to be honest, I haven't used it all that much over the years. I've had it for I don't know, 2-3 years for sure. This is mostly about blackcurrant. Really fresh, slightly sweet, musky, beautiful blackcurrant. I mean, there are a lot of other notes in there, but you know, mainly that's what it is. Now, I didn't use it at first because I thought, well, this is discontinued, hard to find. I have this little 30 ml bottle. I don't want to run out of it. Now, this season, I have been really gravitating towards these juicy, fruity, berry types of scents. And so I pulled this one out and I used it, and I quite enjoyed it quite a bit. Like, beautiful, beautiful scent. It also, I think, does it have tea in it? I feel like it has tea, or it smells like tea to me. It's like this blackcurrant with tea in it. Yes, definitely. I loved the scent profile, but what I found, and I've actually used it twice, is that performance was horrendous. It didn't last on me at all. Like, it was so fleeting. It disappeared off my skin so quickly. I was kind of disappointed by that. I really enjoyed scent profile, but there was no lasting power. And like I said, I tried it for the second time because I thought maybe it was just a fluke, and it was the same thing. So what do I do with it now? Do I keep it just because it is discontinued and hard to find? Or do I declutter it because it doesn't last on me? I don't know. I haven't decided with that one. What do you think? Do you guys have this one? Do you kind of keep it just because it is hard to find and it is discontinued? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about this one. I really haven't made up my mind yet. And the last one that I'm going to show you is from Thomas Kosmala. This is number 4, or Après l'Amour. I spoke about this fragrance last year. This smells very similar to Baccarat Rouge. The big difference is that the sweetness that we have in Baccarat Rouge, that I find to be too much, is replaced here with lemon zest. So it is kind of zesty and more citrusy and more fresh. That's the difference, but the overall vibe is like Baccarat Rouge. Now, I like this one more than Baccarat Rouge. I really do. But do I still want to wear it? Not so much, very rarely. My husband, on the other hand, loves this one, and he tends to reach for it, and I can't say that I love it on him either. It's not that I don't like the scent profile on me, I don't like it on others either. So I know that I am not really gonna use it all that much, although I do use it sometimes, but you know, not often enough. I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it just to be nice to him because he really enjoys it, but I don't know. It's kind of, I think this might relocate to his collection instead of staying in mine because, you know, if once in a blue moon I am in a mood to wear something like this, I'll take it from him, but I really don't think there is a need for me to keep it. So there you go. These are some of the fragrances that I'm really unsure about. I just cannot decide if I should keep or should declutter. If you have opinions about any of them, definitely let me know in the comments below. Help me make up my mind about these fragrances. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.